it said in Sirach 2 and 16, they that love the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him. You know, that should be the motivation to seek which is well pleasing unto him alone, man. You know, the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, where you don't have to suffer no headaches no more, man. Toothaches, you know, back problems, knee problems, you know, deal with a unclean woman, you know, worry about sexual diseases and shit, you know. You ain't gonna, these are the things that we Hebrews 4 and 11. These are the things that we're looking forward to, man. That we want. Hey, you still got your picture on?
Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, it says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Right, and that's, as you can see, as brothers is talking about, that's what we seeking, man. We seeking the kingdom first, man. You know, and everything else is following it, man. You know, our eyes are set here, man. You know, all the other shit is just other shit. You know?
Temporary. This is 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 13. Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. 2 Ezra 2 and 13. Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch.
Hey, bro. Since we've been in this truth, brothers say, hey, we ain't got that long. I remember my first year, it was no way we would make it at this point. Me. You know, I didn't know. You know, the brothers, our eyes is on the kingdom, man. You know, that's why you always say, hey, we ain't got, and we really don't know. We really don't. Remember, one day to the Lord is like 1,000 years. You know? So we don't have that much longer. You know?
This is second.
If I may add, you know, for those that may be in disbelief for that, you know, you gotta remember that, oh man, the Lord's word is a promise, man. Everything that the Lord said He was going to do, He did. If He didn't do it already, it's only a short amount of time that separates us from that prophecy. You know, it's not that if, like, you know, the words of the Lord is not true. You know, that the kingdom of heaven is not real. The only thing that separates us from the kingdom of heaven to the point we at now is just time. You know, it's already prepared. That's why Ezra said, just watch, man. You know?
This is 2 Peter 3 and 8. It says, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
That's the point right there. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, man. And he promised that he's going to liberate his people. He promised that he's going to deliver us. He promised that there's a kingdom coming for the righteous, the ones that turn from their transgression. He's not slack concerning it. All right? So no matter how much longer we got to be out here, as long as the Lord commands us to come out here, we'll be here, man. Through the spirit power and how about you outside, Lord's will.
Yeah, if you go through Hebrews, the 11th chapter, it talks about men that didn't even see the kingdom, you know, but they still sacrificed their life. Moses, for example, he rather suffer with his people than enjoy sin for a season, man. And he still did. So how much more us? We're gonna actually get the kingdom, man, in this life.
Because Moses, he didn't see the promise. He still believed it. Same thing with, what's that? What was it, Jonah? You know, he didn't see the destruction of Nineveh. Yet he still prophesied. He actually gonna see the kingdom of heaven just happen. Moses will be of that vessel.
Second Ezra chapter 15, points to verse 2, sorry, verse 1. Behold, speak down in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, says the Lord, and cause them to be written in the paper, for they are faithful and true.
Right, these words will not betray us. You know, we're going to get that moment where we can look at everybody and say, I told you so. Hey, we told you. You know, we're going to get that moment. What's that? Romans? Lord.
some did not believe. Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Heavenly Father without effect? God forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
Right. It says that thou may be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome. What it say?
It says that thou mightest overcome when thou was judged.
And thou mightest overcome when thou was judged, right? You know? We gonna get that moment where you people gonna be looking stupid, you know? Hey, a lot of people gonna be looking for Jacob when it's time to get off the streets, man. A lot of people gonna be traveling to the streets like, yo, what was the Hebrew Israelites talking about, man? Yo, why everything actually happened? Remember when COVID first happened? Everybody was like, yo, I bet you the Hebrew Israelites, they like, damn, the world really about to end, you know?
They know.
Yeah, man. They know. Whatever brothers got.
Ezekiel 33.
Yeah, that was she quoted this on Matthew 13 and 17. It says, "For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them."
You gotta remember, the disciples, when Yahweh Shai came back to life, he was on the scene with them. He don't, I forgot how many days he was with them. They asked him, "Are you coming to restore the kingdom again to Israel?" So they always wondered about that time. But now we're living in that time where we're going to see these things, man. So we're living in the blessed time here, man. Where the Lord is actually going to deliver us, man. That's not a fairy tale, man.
Hey, they gonna be reading this book for a long time. The book of life. You got something?
It's Rebecca, what the brother just brought out. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 1 and verse 35. Your houses will I give to a people that shall come, which not having heard of me, yet shall believe me, to whom I have showed no signs, yet they shall do that I have commanded them. They have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them. I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say. So like you brought out, you know, it's Yahweh told him, you know, there's many great prophets and righteous men desire to see the days that you see and have not seen them. You know, now that was back then, and now we here at the time, and we grew up here in Babylon the Great. We didn't see those ancient signs and the ancient prophets, you know. But yeah, Lord willing, we are that blessed generation that as we see, you know, the kingdom of heaven be established. You know?
That process has started, bro. You know, it's the spirit, you know, the sinews and the bones, the sinews and the skin coming upon our flesh, man. Getting the understanding, you know, it's beautiful.
It says Ezekiel 33, verse 33,
and when it's coming to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
That's how they know, man. You know, everything that we say is going to come to pass. That's when they're going to know. So those men said this, man. And that's all it means to be a prophet, man. To say something before it happens. You know? That's it.
that's what he said. Always will come. It's crazy because when you look at the financial markets, the reason why people trust in financial advisors is because their predictions is somewhat accurate. Now, the predictions of the Lord, when he tells you he's going to do something, and it happens at 100%. So this is why we can believe in the word of the Lord. This is why it said in Ezekiel, no, it will come. Why? Because the Lord said it's going to come.
The game is already written.
It's already written.
It's rigged, bro. It's rigged. It's written. There's a storyline. Matter of fact, I want to get that, bro.
In that story, it says that we win.
Yep.
You know?
Scriptures say the Heavenly Father is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he shall repent. Have he said it and it did not come to pass? We read in 2nd Ezra 15th chapter, the word of the Lord is faithful and true. And then when you go to Revelation 19, it gives you another name for Yahweh Shai, which is faithful and true. And that's going to be the ultimate fulfillment of prophecy. our Lord makes his return.
Scriptures call the return of Yahushua the end of our faith.
Yep.
There's no doubt it's going to be faithful. That's the end. That's the end of the chapter of faith. You see the Lord in the sky, beaming up the elect. You know, in a new chapter begins. The rulership.
This is Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 9. It says, remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High Yahweh, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So that's why it says, I believe it's in James, when he speaks about Lord's will. The Lord's will, you put that on everything, man, because it's essentially that. It's the Lord's will. He's going to do, his pleasure will be done, okay? And that's what, like I brought out, like I said earlier, that's what prophecy is. To prophesize this saint before it takes place, okay? And that's how we know who's who, you know? The Ancient of Days, man, you know?
This is Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 8. It says, the grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of our power shall stand forever. So everything written in this book is going to stand. It's going to come to pass.
Those words are faithful and true, like the scripture you just brought out, man. We stand on that, man. You know, because that's the thing. Did we not go into captivity? Did we not, as a people, bro? When you go to Deuteronomy, just the 28th chapter in itself, you look at those curses and look at what befell our people. That came to pass. You know what I'm saying? The 68th verse, when we came on ships, we fell away from our identity. You know, we lost everything.
In the aspect of faith, how are you going to believe that we the people, we fell under the curses, but when the blessing, when the time of the blessing comes, when the time of the blessing comes, we get beamed up out of Babylon, you don't believe in that?
Yeah.
Come on, man, you got to believe in the whole book.
Yeah, that's right.
You got put under the curse, you got to believe the blessing going to be bestowed upon us again.
Yeah, that's right. That's so much.
It's Philippians 1 and 3. I thank my power upon every remembrance of you, always in every prayer of mine, for you all, making request with joy for your fellowship in the gospel from the first day until now, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Yahushua HaMashiach. What it's going into, man. Lord willing, he's going to be carried all the way through. You got to believe that. It said, be confident of this very thing. You know? He which begun this good work in you will perform it. Like it says in Hebrews 12, I believe, the author and finisher of our faith. You know?
This is Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered.
That's something of Matthew, the 5th chapter. The Lord said, no jot or tittle shall pass. Get it? Yahushua. So all these things be fulfilled. Like brothers quoted, man, the Lord is not mocked, man. No, he's not going to speak on something or say something that's going to happen and it not happen. No, but we're living in an unfaithful, wicked, and adulterous ass generation. So of course they're not going to believe it. No.
This is Matthew chapter 5 verse 17. It says, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Right.
I'm not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
That's right, man. So everything that pertains in the law and in the major and the minor prophets, man. Everything that they spoke, the Lord put the Spirit on them, the visions that they saw, and that's another thing, visions. You know, your young man should dream dreams, old man. Bro, brothers have plenty of visions, bro. Seeing the Lord, seeing the day of the Lord, seeing the Jacob's trouble, man. Seeing visions of the kingdom, man. Seeing brothers, you know, in a beautiful state, man, in a beautiful case, you know. So that plus everything else we got, but we hang everything on that, man. You You know, and that's essentially what faith is. The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Man. You know, by it the elders obtain a good report. So that's why we can always go back to do you agree with the text? Do you agree with the text? Because if it's not coming out of here, it's built upon unsure foundation, man. You know, and our foundation, what foundation are we building upon? Yahweh Shai, man. You know, that chief cornerstone, man. That chief cornerstone, man. That's keeping us afloat. That's how.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse. This is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 23, 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon the rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall.
And that brings it back full circle. We're talking about our people trusting in oppression. And that's what they doing. They building upon the unsure that foundation is made with sand. So when the tribulation, the plague, the pestilence, the famine, all of this come, let's see you. Matter of fact, Judges, what was it, Judges 10? Yeah, bring that out. When all of these things come, we're going to see. You know, we're going to see that foundation you standing on. We're going to see how solid you're going to be in that thing, man. Okay?
This is the book of second. Oh man, this is the same chapter.
Oh, 15.
Okay, verse 1. I read right over. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. And the reason why I brought that out, because that foundation that's not into a rock, that's what your faith is supposed to be like. The characteristics of a rock is supposed to be heavy, unmovable, man. That's what your faith is supposed to be like. And those winds and those waters, when you're on it, it's not supposed to affect you. Those winds and those waters could be the temptations of the world. It could be anything, man. You know? It's not supposed to hinder your faith. It's crazy how the Lord would describe these physical elements and basically equate a spiritual message inside of it, man. Waters could represent tribulation, trials, tribulation, temptation. But the rock, which is your faith, is not supposed to be moved by.
You know, we need, hey, look, man, we need that sound faith, and if you lack it, you pray for it, man. No, matter of fact, I posted it super spiritual because I posted that this morning in the chat, man. You know, Rose been telling me I want to grab this right quick. Yeah, Sirach, Ecclesiastes 35 and 16. It says, He that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds. Man. You know, so if you lacking in anything, whether it be wisdom, that wisdom that you just read, that you know, the Lord was saying, no, this I will liken him unto a wise man. You know, if you lacking that wisdom, you lacking faith, you lacking strength, whatever you lacking, the Lord gives liberally, excuse me, man. You know, freely, man. But you gotta ask, man. You know, and on top of that, bro, you gotta be doing your part as well. All right.
Just to back you up, brother. This is Sirach chapter 6, verse 37. Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart, and give thee wisdom at thine own desire.
You gotta believe that, man. You definitely gotta believe it. Because when we coming into these times, that's why it says to meditate on these ordinances, man. It's not for nothing the Lord is like telling us to, hey, look, get it right now, man. Because when the time comes, what? When the lights go out, okay? When these shops are closed down, okay? The windows darkened, as it's all spoken about in Ecclesiastes, all right? Matter of fact, get that, bro. Created in the days of our youth. Okay, when all these things happen, when they come to pass, what? We're gonna be fortified, man. You know, we're gonna be able, when the winds come, when the storms come, we're gonna be like that rock that the brother was just speaking about, man. Okay? And that's why you gotta hit it hard now. That's why you gotta get it while it's hot. All right?
Go ahead. I was just thinking, because we just read Sirach 6, and the Lord said what? He's going to establish thy heart.
Yeah.
Essentially, he's going to build up your mind. He's going to fortify your mind, give it the strength and the substance that it needs in order to go through anything, man. That's why the scripture says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
This is the word establish or Edamon online, and it means, it goes back to the English word establish, which means to stand still. It says to establish, to set up, to erect, to build, you know, stable.
Yeah, to erect and to build. And that's what edification means, to edify, to build up. You know? And through teaching, you get these, of course, you get these words by the hearing of, what is that, James 1:21, brought that out. But hearing this, and of course accompanied with the baptism that the Lord brings, you know, through spirit and through fire, through all these, you know, the minor tribulations and trials that we go through. It's like I mentioned, it's character development, man. It's building your spirit. We watch, you know, Jake watched these movies, these action hero movies, these animes and all that, man. And you watch and you look at these characters, they start off weak, but by the end of it, bro, they running shit, man. You know, they were able to get to a level where, okay, yeah, we able to do things, brother. Okay, come, let's get last scripture.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like this, for he is the former of all things. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name.
That's right, bro. The Lord of hosts is his name. We are the Lord's inheritance, man. We belong unto the Lord, man. You know? And what a beautiful and what a blessing it is to have them, man. So we do not take this, what we have right now, for granted, man. Okay? Because this, as you can see, it's blossoming. It's blossoming, man. And it's going to continue to blossom, man. You know? So, you know, brothers, we close the precepts, you know, with that. Of course, man, we give infinite praises to our power, man. Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem B'Chakodash.
of course, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere peace and salutations, man, to the elect, man. You know, shalom.
Shalom.